All right, Rich Rossi back at the New York International Film Festival with a
Supreme.
very popular fellow named Supreme.
Definitely.
Here. I think everybody knows you a lot.
All right,
And tell us the name of the group.
Yeah, it's Wu-Tang West. The group is named Yellow Jackets. Just finished the album. The single's on Power 106 right now on a Wake Up Show with Tech. The song is called Roll With Us.
Oh, that's great. That's
Definitely.
great. So you, how did that come about? Song and all.
Oh, yeah. It's it's been time. We need to bring hip hop back to its origin.
That's great. So you're kind of starting a revolution.
That's exactly what we're doing. And it's Wu-Tang West. You know, the sun rose in the east when where Wu-Tang started. Sun sets in the west. And that's what time it is now, you know.
Now, how did that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, how long have you been doing music for?
21 years.
21 years.
Yeah.
So is this the first big break for you guys, or?
Oh no, Wu-Tang is. I mean, forever. Wu-Tang been around. Okay. Yeah, definitely.
But hip hop, you're just sort of reestablishing that as a.
Yeah, because the lines have been blurred as to what hip hop actually is versus pop, you know, so on and so forth.
Right. So now, how long has the group been together?
The group has been together since '92.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
And the Yellow Jackets have been together now for going on a year.
Did you organize this yourself? You're the one.
Actually, I'm one of the organizers, but the idea was born by one of my group members named Christ Bearer. Yeah, definitely.
That's fantastic. I know there's a big buzz here about you guys being here tonight. Everybody got very excited. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your involvement in the film festival, the New York International Film Festival?
Yeah, definitely. What it is that when I actually came into Wu-Tang Clan, you know, Old Dirty, rest in peace, love you forever, man, was one of the key and parts and one of the most instrumental individuals into, you know, bringing me into the clan, into that mind state, into the philosophy, so on and so forth, and was really supportive of me as a producer and an artist, etc. You know, so I owe really a lot to him.
Right. Can you tell the film that we're going to be seeing tonight, or it's a documentary, I believe?
Yeah,
right?
It's a documentary on Dirty, you know, on his life and times. It was put together by a very dear and very close member of Wu-Tang, Brooklyn Zoo, Ray Son, and we're here to support that.
Can I be silly for a moment here?
Sure,
I mean,
definitely.
Being a musician, we know that we know all about you guys. You know, so Wu-Tang rhymes with Poo-Tang. Now, is there no comment on that, or?
You see this gap in my teeth? You know what it is.
That's right. Okay. Well, you know, we had to go there. You know, I was saying.
I mean, you know,
so you could always have a spin-off band.
I'll say this: you spend 9 months trying to get out, and the rest of your life trying to get back in. So I'll let that land where it lands. All right.
So you understand where that came from. So now you have your band members here, some of the group members. I'm sorry. And do you want to bring them on out and we'll chat with the fellows here?
Definitely.
You guys want to come on over here for a sec? So nice. It's a pleasure to have you here. We've heard, people have been raving about you. We've got French press and all kinds of people here.
It's a beautiful thing.
All right.
Right here we have Shadow. He's a Yellow Jacket.
How y'all doing?
Shadow, Rich Rossi. Nice meeting you from
It's nice to meet you, too.
Nice meeting you, Shadow.
And we have over here Scratch. He engineers, produces.
Nice to meet you, man. Scratch, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, why don't, let me see, I could get in the middle here and have a chance to go back and forth with you fellas a little bit. So tell us a little bit how you got involved in this whole process of the band and how this came about.
Basically, you know.
And how'd you get the name Shadow? That's even more. Wait, let's start with the name Shadow. I think that's even a better place. Shadow's a very unique name. I think you're the first Shadow that I've ever met. Not had a lot of shadows following me, but that's another story.
Well, I actually came about the name because, you know, as me growing up, you know, is learning to be a leader, I always had to be a good follower. So like kind of like a shadow, you know what I mean? And that's where I got my name from, because I was always
a very unique
student,
name.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really my big thing, is that you'll never be too old to not learn anything. You know what I'm saying? Learning is every day. You know what I mean? So I just always try to build. You know what I mean? And stay humble.
So you have a girl that calls herself me and my shadow, or no? All right, I'm being silly now. All right, so and this gentleman to the right here,
Scratch.
Scratch. Now another very interesting name. Now, how did that name come about?
Well, Scratch, in short, it means money. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
so that just explains it all right there in a word. The scratch,
yeah,
and the equilibrium. So now, how did you? Now, have you all been together for how long? I think.
Yeah, we've been working together going on
a year. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
And how did this all come about for you guys?
Well, me and my man Shadow here, like, we always mess with each other. Like, we've always done music and things together. And he brought Prim into the picture, and we just all linked up and formed a big triangle. You know what I mean? Just that strong.
Number one song now that
Right now is Roll With Us is what's on the air.
Right. Hour 106.
106, yeah, the
That's
Wake
a
Up
hot
Show.
station,
You
yeah.
gotta check that out, no doubt. RZA been pushing the line. Aside of that, we got Wu-Tang, the W, and that's what to be the next single. Be coming out soon, so you guys stay tuned for that.
Are you signed with a label at this point, or?
Yes, we are. It's all Wu-Tang. It's still Wu-Tang Records, so on and so forth. So RZA's behind us, pushing it, and we making moves right now.
So it's your own label, basically, at this point. Well, that's great. How did you manage that with this industry going on?
Yeah, right, with the net, huh?
That's right. The long arm of the industry hasn't grabbed hold of you yet. So what's next for you guys?
I mean, right now, we're in pre-production for the album, so, you know, we're finishing it up and just keep working.
So Scratto and Scratch, do you scratch, rock and roll? I don't know. It could be Shadow and Scratch. I think that could be, and of course,
Supreme.
Myself, the truth Supreme, Shadow and Scratch. That could be a band in it. It could be like a little spin-off. So now, do you guys do acting as well, or are you?
Yeah, we are definitely. I'm doing a reality show now, working on some films, scoring some films, doing other tracks with various artists in the industry, and are in talks right now and negotiations on some feature films.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Anything we should be looking for?
I can't. I'm not privileged to speak on that stuff right now. I'm not that high up.
Premature. I'd be like that news reporter in the last one, always trying to get the scoop here. So how do you guys feel about the career and how it's going for you? I mean, from where you were and where you are now, what's
I feel great, man. It's a blessing, you know. What else could I say, you know?
It's beautiful. I mean,
are you guys going to go on tour and do some live concerts?
Yeah, that's what we building up right now for. We are preparing for the summer. Take the world by storm. Wu-Tang West, Yellow Jackets. It's over with.
All right, we got Supreme here. What a fantastic! I'm telling you, it's very exciting. I mean, people were lining up earlier, and they're all in the theater right now. And you better be careful. You have your security and bodyguards here.
We definitely had that in line. We had that in line. So
got to keep the women back.
Make sure that you guys don't try to pull nothing out here. All right.
We're gonna try to get a little album in the back there made. Any other songs that you're working on that you should?
No.
This is primarily it right now.
That's pretty much it right now. And the biggest thing, you know, that's happening right now, you know, outside of us and our music, so on and so forth, is this film, you know. And Ray Sean, you know, it's a lot of work entailed, a lot of emotion, a lot of thought, you know, because this is a very dear brother to us, you know, one of the core members, one of the founders.
What was your involvement with him now? I mean, how well did you know him?
I know him as well as I know any of my other brothers, man. The brother's very dear to me, very close. He was a mentor.
Oh, okay.
And then we got Ray Sean right here. Peace.
Okay, you guys make it tough with all the names. I got Shadow, Scratch, Supreme, and who is this? Well, turn around. They're actually want to catch you.
Ray Son of Law God. No, I'm the director, the producer, and the writer of Dirty One Word Could Change the World. It's a Wu-Tang movement. You already know that. Just affiliates right here. The new West Coast Killer Bees. The Yellow Jackets, you know.
Right. Now, interestingly enough, is there an East Coast version of this, or people? I mean, I know there's a competition always between the East and the West.
It's never like that. Wu-Tang, we universal, so we build and we teach peace, love, and happiness, and we teach all the human families of the planet Earth, always, all the time, everywhere we go. So, you know, we got people that, you know, we teach, you know, and keep the movement going, this Wu-Tang Forever movement.
Right, we can never have enough peace in the world, right? That's for sure. And a few of us want to get a little peace later. But no, that's another story. Now, talk about the world here. How are you guys going to travel the world? Or?
That's what we are definitely going to do. Okay. That's what we do.
You do travel the world?
Wu-Tang is the world. Okay. Wu-Tang is worldwide.
I am learning a lot of vocabulary here tonight. Let me tell you that.
Dirty right here.
Dirty right here. So, and well, we really appreciate you stopping by. Now, tell us a little bit about your involvement with them. You're very personal. You knew the gentleman very well.
Well, Old Dirty Bastard. He's my cousin, my blood cousin, my best friend, my brother. The RZA, Genius, and Dirty, the founders of Wu-Tang. Those are my blood cousins. So we grew up together. So, you know, during the time when it wasn't even no Wu-Tang, we was together, you know, so that's how it all started and began, you know, from Brooklyn, New York.
Right. Now, you guys are you residing here in Los Angeles, or you travel back and forth?
Yeah, we bi-coastal. We travel back and forth, but, you know, we out here working right now.
Well, that's
definitely.
That's great. So you're here for a little bit.
Exactly.
Well, we want to thank you all for stopping by. Now I'm going to see Supreme. I know Shadow and Scratch. And
Ray Son of Law God, peace.
Okay, and with the Wu-Tang Gang. Now you try saying that three times fast. It's not so
Dirty
easy.
Bastard, Brooklyn Zoo. I'm the zookeeper, the representative, the host of the Wu-Tang in all the 36 chambers. This is Dirty's night at the New York International Film Festival in LA. It's March 4th, 2010, and Dirty is here right now with us. So that's
I'll tell you, we don't normally do this, but I think we'll try this. Anybody want to ask any questions to the fellows here? We can just yell it out, and anybody other than want to ask a question, just don't be shy. Come on up. And we have any questions over there for the folks? Okay. All right. What's that? How do you think Dirty's feeling tonight?
Dirty, how he feeling tonight is spiritual right now. Like he here. If he wasn't here right now, none of us wouldn't be here. That's how it's like that right now, man. And know today is the 4th, and in the 4th in the degrees, that means culture of freedom. And culture is one way of life. Freedom is having no obligations to nothing or no one, and having the freedom to speak, to say what you want to say, and that's what Dirty stood for. He stood for the right to say what you want to say and having no obligation for nothing or no one. That's why he was so unique. That's why he stood out, because Dirty didn't care about nothing. He said what he wanted to say, whether you like it or you don't like it. He speak the truth and shame the devil.
Well, we want to thank the folks here, really, for stopping by and talking to us at the New York International Film Festival. You'll be able to catch clips of this all over the world, as well as now the Power 6 is really pushing your song again.
They are doing, and that's all thanks to RZA.
That's great. And the name of the song again
is Roll With Us.
What a great title.
That's what you need to do.
So, Supreme, I want to thank you so much for stopping by today. And, of course, this is Ray Son. Nice meeting you, Ray. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Shadow, me and my Shadow over here. And, of course, Scratch, which means money. So we want to thank you. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I think they want you staying here. We're going to have some other folks talk with you. Rich Ross, on behalf of the New York International Film Festival, we'll catch up with you later. Thank you.